Entrepreneurs often ask, what's the most efficient and economical way to protect their brand, to file for a trademark? My answer is do it yourself. Go to uspto.gov/trademarks and you can apply there. Hi, I'm Jason Rosenblum. Protect my clients' products, their brands, and their businesses from getting ripped off. Practice in the area of trademark law. And often when a potential client, or sometimes even a client, startup client that's really looking to do something cost effective, I'll suggest to them to file it themselves rather than going through one of the many low cost services that maybe just put a little bit of a pretty face on the way to file, but don't really provide any counseling or guidance, which is really what you're paying a lawyer to do. Although something that might take you 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours to do on your own to gather, because we've done it so many times in my office, takes us a lot less time and we can do it more efficiently. So to file on your own, you go to uspto.gov/trademarks, apply for a trademark. But before you even do that, one of the things that I always want to really make sure is that people do a search. And you do that by clicking on search trademarks, because one of the biggest issues that we see is people file for a trademark without doing a search, and all filings are public, so it alerts someone else to your use or your intended use, and then you receive a cease and desist letter or some sort of demand letter. So conduct a search first. There's a simple way to do it with the basic word mark. You can also do it with the structured. I have other videos that teach how to do that, how to conduct a search, but it's, to me, the most important part, ensuring that you're not infringing on someone else's rights, more than even filing to protect your own. Of course, protecting your own is important, but ensuring that you're not starting your business off on the wrong foot and investing in branding and products that then are infringing on someone else's. So, like I said, you would go to apply for trademarks here, but something else you want to look at before you even start looking to apply is the goods and services. And you look at that by this goods and service manual, and I'll put the links below the video, and you would just start typing. So, if you're selling, staples, surgical staple removers, you can start seeing which classes these are in, and all fees to the USPTO are paid based upon which class you're in. So that's the only thing you would be paying is the class fees if you file on your own, but you'll be spending time to figure out how to do it, because it's not that simple once you get in there. Something to know is that these are all the pre-formed classes. If you do a search here, there is a way to do a custom class. And one of the other issues that you'll see is when you go to file is that you're going to have to decide. No, wait, hang on. It was right there. Here's filing fees. So T's plus the $250 the current $250 per class is ones that have to fall within a description here. Sometimes there's things where we'll say like surgical instruments, namely, and you can fill in the blanks. You can get some broader descriptions within one, but otherwise you'll see when you get into the application at one point, you're going to have to essentially look through this and select the ones that you want to add to your application. The other option is to go with the T's standard and pay $100 extra per class, but you can just free flow and put anything in there. And one trick to do is to just file for one class, put in everything you want to put in there, and the examining attorney is going to reject it or object to it and tell you which classes everything goes in, but then you're going to have to pay $350 per each class, depending on how many there are. So, as I was starting to show before, one of the things that you're going to need to do is also set up an account to log in to the USPTO in order to even file it. So there's a lot of steps involved, but it can be done on your own. It's not rocket science. It is not surgery, but there's a reason why you speak to attorneys to handle this for you. The ease, their expertise, their knowledge, And again, the most important part is that search and counseling and analysis around whether or not you can use this mark and what's going to happen if you file, which potential companies might oppose it or will it cause issues with. So if you're thinking of filing, like I said, you can do it on your own, but always feel free to reach out to our office if you'd like to discuss how it works with an attorney representing you and counseling you on how to file and protect your brands. You can subscribe for more of these down below, and always feel free to reach out to us and find us at jhrlegal.com. And the number is 888-666-0062. Thanks for watching.